In the next few minutes, I'll show you step by step how to make Leprechaun Lush. Start by chopping a ½ cup of lightly salted roasted pistachios. And go ahead and chop a couple of extra tablespoons to have reserved for decorating later. We'll start with the shortbread crust. To a bowl, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, a ½ cup of the pistachios we just chopped, and I'm using my favorite pastry blending fork to stir together the dry ingredients. Next, add 1 stick of unsalted butter. If you're using salted butter, just leave the 1/4 teaspoon of salt out. Mixing the shortbread crust is kind of like making pie crust. Cut the butter into the flour using a pastry blender or a pastry fork. Press the dough into an 8-inch square pan that's been lightly sprayed with nonstick spray, or you could use a little butter in the bottom of the pan to prevent sticking. Press evenly and try to make the crust as flat as you can. Some recipes call for a graham cracker crust, but I really love the flavor of shortbread and pistachios. Bake in a preheated 375-degree oven for around 20 to 25 minutes, just until lightly browned around the edges. Let the crust cool, and then we'll start on the next layer. In a mixing bowl, add 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, and a ½ teaspoon of almond extract, and that's optional, but it tastes great with the pistachio. Blend together until the cream cheese is nice and fluffy. Next, blend in 1 cup of powdered sugar. Next, I'm adding 1 cup of heavy cream. And this is where most recipes call for Cool Whip. I really love the flavor of heavy cream, but feel free to use Cool Whip if you want. You would just fold in half the Cool Whip now and save the other half for the topping later. But I have a really good homemade whip topping recipe at the end of this video. I whipped this for about 2 minutes until it's nice and thick and fluffy. Once your crust is cooled, spoon the cream cheese layer evenly over the crust. This mixture would actually be a really good frosting for a carrot cake or maybe even an Italian cream cake. It's really fluffy and not too sweet. Next, we'll mix up the pistachio layer. We'll start with 1.5 cups of whole milk and 1 small box of instant pistachio pudding. Whisk together for a couple of minutes until it starts to thicken. Spread the pistachio layer evenly over the cream cheese mixture. There's so many versions of this recipe. There's a lemon lush and a chocolate version with a chocolate crust, and you can easily double this recipe in a 9x13 pan. Now for the homemade whip topping. Start with 1.5 cups of heavy cream and mix together until it just starts to thicken. Add a ½ teaspoon vanilla and 3 tablespoons of instant white chocolate pudding mix. Whip until it's nice and thick and fluffy. You can chill everything overnight or at least a few hours. When you're ready to serve, you can spoon on a big dollop of whipped cream or use a star tip and piping bag. Sprinkle with a few extra pistachios, and I added just a pinch of gold sugar to the top to make it extra special. I know you're gonna love this recipe, and just so you know, it's Leprechaun approved. If you'd like a printable recipe, visit my website at doublestopbakeshop.com. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.